west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west till the death till they bury me.
Is strictly out of the Bible. This is biblical. What you don't understand is Christ came and died for the nation of Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Give me Matthew 15 and 24. White people and other nations, Africans and East Indians and Japanese and Chinese, they all need to learn their place under the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now let me show you what happened in the Bible. Give me Matthew 15, start at verse 24.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Christ said the only people he came for was the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Who are the lost sheep? You Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you are lost. You don't know who the hell you are. You call yourself African American and Mexican and Puerto Rican and Dominican. Well, you are lost. Well, that's who Christ came and died for. Then a white woman walked up to him. A white woman walked up to Christ, and what did he say? Read.
Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord.
What did she say?
Lord.
Did she say, hey boy?
Lord.
The first thing the white woman and the white man and the Africans and the East Indians need to understand is that we are their lords. Right. We the ones that's going to rule over them.
Right.
Read.
Help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs.
And cast it to people.
Dog!
The Lord, this is what you got to understand. Christ called a white woman a dog.
Right.
And you know what? She knew that she was a dog.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this. Can I ask you a question, ma'am? Ma'am, can I ask you a question? May I ask you a question? Do you know that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to rule the earth under Christ? Do you know that? Are you willing to apologize for what your ancestors did? Are you willing? The Bible has a way that you can apologize for what your ancestors did. Are you willing to apologize? Okay, well let's read what the Bible says. Come over here. Come. What? Are you afraid? Okay, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Keep reading. Keep reading where we was at. Read.
Call out of one kind. And she said, truth, Lord. Yet
she said what?
Truth. Lord,
when he said it ain't right for us to give our bread to dogs, she said what?
Truth, Lord.
Because she knew that she was a dog. Right. What these other nations need to know is that you are dogs compared to us. Christ said that you was a dog. Christ told a white woman that she was a dog, and she said, truth, Lord. That's what you got to understand. You mean nothing to the Most High because the Lord loves us. Christ was sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, not for everybody. So when it said God so loved the world, the same way you are your mother's world, you are your father's world, well, we are the world that Christ died for. Read.
Yet the dogs eat up the crumbs which fall off their master's table.
The white and the Chinese and the Africans and the Arabs need to know that you deserve crumbs. That's what you deserve. Right. Because you inherited the best country on the face of this earth on the back of Christ's family. Right. You inherited the best things out of every nation that you come from because we made it. After we left Egypt, Egypt ain't been nothing since we left there. You ain't built the goddamn thing since we built the pyramids. After we left China, after that you ain't built the goddamn thing because the Great Wall of China come from us. Everything that you do, we are the best part of your civilization. We make everything great. We make China great. We made Egypt great. We made America great. We made Australia great. We made England great. We made Russia great. Every goddamn country on this earth was made great by some Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Well, guess what? Now all you deserve is crumbs. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the crumbs that fall from, read.
All the dogs eat up the crumbs which fall from their master's table.
From whose table?
Master's table.
We are going to be your masters, and you only deserve the crumbs. You know what? That's what you give us right now. What you think food stamps is? We eating off the crumbs. What you think wick is? Wick is the crumbs. Well, guess what you gonna get? You're gonna eat the wick and the food stamps in the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna get crumbs for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
And then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee even as thou wilt.
Just because she knew her place, just because she knew that he was the Lord, just because she knew that he was the master and she was a dog, he said, you know what? Because you have such faith, I will give you the crumb that you asked for.
Right.
That's what you got to understand. The scriptures say that when the righteous are in rulership, the earth, when the wicked is in rulership, the earth mourns. But when the righteous is in rulership, the earth rejoices. You're going to be happy when it's a black man in rulership.
That's right.
When Christ's sitting on the throne, you're going to be happy. Because everybody's going to get what they deserve. And we deserve to rule this place. Because we built it. And that's what we going to do. Sure.
Praises to the Most High. I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated, and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long and it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them.